CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go and by Carroll Links. Game On is brought to you by Aquino Financial Services.
Hi there, I'm Pat Stetzer, and welcome back to Game On. State championships were won last weekend, and Carroll County has one fall sports team still in the mix for another one. We've got you covered, so let's get started. It's Game On. The MPSSAA Soccer State Finals took place last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Loyola University's Ridley Athletic Complex. The Class 1A girls and boys games were Saturday night, and Liberty had a chance to sweep with the Lions in both of those matchups. Let's start with the highlights from the girls' game between Liberty and Mardella. The Lions have a corner kick try here. Hannah DeVincent sends it in from the far side. Erin Martin times the header to perfection, and Liberty is on the board first, and that's actually the score, 1-0 at intermission. Second half now, Lions another corner kick, this one from the near side. DeVincent again to the box. Martin again with the nifty header. Liberty 2, Mardella 0. Mardella has a free kick here taken by Lila Slaybaugh, and Lions keeper Maddie Smith comes up on a short hop to gather the ball. Liberty maintains that 2-goal lead. And they're going to make it a 3-goal lead right here. DeVincent's going to find Sophia Majewski from the left side of the box. Majewski chips it over Mardella's keeper and into the net, and Liberty can start to visualize that state title. And the drought is over. The final score is Lions 3, Warriors 0. Hannah DeVincent has 3 assists. Erin Martin scores twice for Liberty. They end the year at 16-1-2 and secure a state title for the first time since 1996. After the victory, Hannah DeVincent talked about what the state title means for her and the Liberty girls soccer program.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily. I mean, obviously it's a standard that we're state champions, but I think before I even came to this program, I think it was always a goal, and everyone who's been through Liberty girls soccer has known that it's always been the end goal to be state champions. No one's ever not had that mindset, and everyone, like all the way from my sophomore to my senior year when I've been at Liberty, everyone has always had that, I want to be the best, I want to be great, let's work as a team and really show. And I think that shows. I think the girls who on our team who are underclassmen saw that. And I think our seniors just obviously leaving a legacy, but I think we're going to have our juniors, sophomores going to step up next season. I think they're going to continue that legacy.
Congrats to Liberty for ending that long state title drought and adding another piece of hardware to the trophy case. We'll stay with the Lions and move over to the boys squad, which faced Brunswick right after that girls game with the 1A state title up for grabs. First half action, Austin Veach is going to draw a Brunswick foul in the box, and the Lions are awarded a penalty kick. It goes to Lucas Britos, and the county's leading scorer comes up big. Lions take that 1-0 lead, and they take it into halftime. The Railroaders draw even late in regulation. Marvin Vasquez Molina threads a pass here to Chase Malone, and the senior drills the equalizer, and suddenly it's 1-1, less than 3 minutes to go in the game. Now both teams played through 2 scoreless overtime periods, goes on to PKs, and each team converts their first 3 attempts. Britos knocks in his chance right here in the 4th round. Liberty goes up 4-3 in the Pens. Now it's Vasquez Molina's turn, but junior keeper Jackson Vanderhoof comes up with the biggest save of the evening with that dive to the right. He's fired up, and the Lions can end the game with 1 more PK. Sophomore William Parkar sends Liberty home right there with the title. The Lions make all 5 of their PKs compared to Brunswick's 3, and it's time to celebrate. Final score, Liberty 2, Brunswick 1. The Lions prevail there 5-3 in the PKs. They end the season at 17-1, take the state title for the first time in 19 years. And here's Liberty coach Donnie Quaidar after the game with some thoughts on the significance of the big win.
We lost against Hartford Tech the year prior. Yeah. And I really felt that we were the better team, but hats off to them, they won. it was at that point that I sensed that we were good enough, and I knew what was returning. So basically, just kind of speed that process up over the summer. It's basically guys are hitting the weight room, routines, all those things. Our captains stepped up. I mean, I can't say enough about them leading the show, coming out to OTAs, all that stuff, pushing guys to come out, and we came out our first, I'd say, 6-7 games, and we really were just doing really well. We had some really good matchups. Century, we lost there. That was actually a very positive thing, and even though it was a county title, because they exposed some things that we needed to work on. We weren't exposed early enough. I sensed some things, but not enough to make a move.
What was the biggest thing?
We needed more possession in the midfield, and we needed more endurance in the midfield. And so once we were able to figure that out, then we started getting back to ourselves.
Let's check out the 1A state soccer brackets one more time. Here's the girls. Liberty, like I said, capped the season 16-1-2, and they prevent Bardella from winning their first state title after 7 Final Four appearances. And for the 1A boys, it was the Lions finishing with that 17-1 record, outlasting Brunswick in the penalty kicks. The Railroaders were actually going for 3 championships in the last 4 tries. And now we can see the Carroll County soccer scoring leaders. We start with the girls with those 3 assists in the state final. Hannah DeVinson finishes with 67 points, and 4 Lions players had 10 or more goals this fall. And over to the boys soccer scoring leaders, another Liberty standout tops the list, Lucas Britos. He and Century's Nick McGinn, members of the 20 goal club this year, and McGinn, the Knights' all-time goals leader as well, so well done there. All right, we'll unveil the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week now. You can stay with soccer. Let's head down to Liberty and chat with the goalkeeper who came up in the clutch and helped his team to a victory in the final game of the season. All right, CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week time. Jackson Vanderhoof, Liberty Boys Soccer. Jackson, what's it feel like to come away at the end of the season, completing that mission and becoming a state champ?
I mean, it feels awesome. I mean, we've been working all season for this, and it feels good to finally make it and to finally win. I mean, it's a team effort. It's not just one person, but in the end, it feels amazing.
The game goes to PKs. You had the lead. They scored late in the regulation, and obviously, you got to kind of change mindsets and go to overtimes and then get to the PKs.
Yeah.
As you guys were making them, and your guys were obviously 5 for 5. We know how it turned out.
Yeah.
What's that feeling like when you're just knowing that it could be your turn to make a save, but seeing your guys score the goals, and then the mindset as you get to that line ready to make a big save?
I mean, before that, I'm confident in my guys. I know that. I mean, we practice pens at practice, and I mean, I know that they're going to make all 5 of their pens, and then I go in and I'm just like, they did their part, I got to do mine, and I did, so I'm happy, and they got us the win. So
I know it's a bit of a guessing game sometimes at that level.
Yeah.
Like you said, you guys practice the pens all the time.
Yeah.
When you dove to the right and made that stop, and then you knew, hey, if William hits this one in, we're going to win this thing. What was that feeling like?
I mean, I was hyped. I mean, Will's pens at practice are nasty. I mean, so are everyone else's. So when he stepped up to take that, I'm like, man, we got this. But after, when it actually happened, I was stoked.
Yeah. Well, you guys were celebrating. I think Coach accidentally bopped you in the head with the trophy.
Yeah,
I saw you go down.
Yeah.
You okay with that? You think
yeah.
more bruised?
I mean, I had a bump in my head after the game. Took some Advil, but in the end, it's all good.
I think you saved one in the semifinals with your face. So, I mean,
yeah, I did.
It's tough being a goalie out there.
Yeah,
look,
with my face.
The season, look, you guys had the 1 loss against Century. They're the county champs, but the season is about more than that.
Mm-hmm.
That game, what did that game do for you guys to sort of reset you and fuel you for the state championship run?
I mean, that game was huge. I mean, we finally knew what it was like to lose, and then after that, we were like, man, we don't want to feel that again. So we went in every other game. It's like, do we want to feel like that? No. And I mean, we didn't. We ended up winning the state championship, and that's all that matters.
Well, man, congrats on a great season.
Thank you.
And it was definitely fun to watch you guys.
Awesome.
Jackson Vanderhoof, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Barnes Bollinger Insurance and by Raising Cane's.
Congratulations to Jackson Vanderhoof, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. And you can see here the fall sports winners from the 2024 season. Kudos to all of them, and be on the lookout for more Athlete of the Week picks with the winter season coming up soon. And that'll do it for the soccer season from this fall. We'll wrap things up for all the fall sports in a few weeks, so we're not done with soccer just yet, but congratulations to county champion Century on the boys and girls side and state champs Liberty on the boys and girls side. Time for a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap the second round of the football playoffs and see how the three Carroll County teams fared last weekend. Don't go away, we've got more Game On coming right your way.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.
I'm Danielle Inglesby, and I interned at the Community Media Center during my senior year at South Carroll High School. I was interested in the CMC because of the knowledge and experience that I would gain and to help narrow down my field for what I want to work in the future. During my internship, I learned how to operate graphics for New Blue for our sports productions and to edit various projects on Premiere. I recommend the Community Media Center for anyone interested in studio art because it definitely gave me an advantage for the future, and I learned a lot and had a ton of fun.
Welcome back to Game On. Let's get back into some Carroll County fall high school sports. Let's start with the football scores from round 2 of the regional playoffs. Francis Scott Key fell short at Middletown, and Westminster couldn't keep pace with Linganore, but Liberty came home with a thrilling road win against Williamsport to reach the state tournament. And we begin with some highlights from that clash out in Washington County. Tyson Puckett's going to get the Lions on the board here. They had already fallen down 14-0, and Puckett gets into the end zone and gets Liberty on the board. Liberty makes a big defensive stop on a 4th and 1 early in the quarter, and then Chase Miller connects with Tristan West on a couple big passes. That sets up that Puckett touchdown, this one from 5 yards out, and the game is tied 14-14. Lions take over near midfield. Puckett takes it upon himself to give them their first lead of the game. Gets the handoff, goes to the right, cuts to the sideline, makes another couple moves, and then turns on the Jets. His third touchdown run is going to go for 50 yards. Liberty leads this one 21-14. All right, we fast forward now to the 4th quarter. The Wildcats seemingly have the game in hand. They have the ball and a 7-point lead, less than 2 minutes to go. But Gabe Parker's pass is batted into the air and is corralled by West. He's going to take it 25 yards to pay dirt, and that pulls Liberty to within 1, 28-27. They go for the lead here rather than the tie. Puckett converts to 2 points. Liberty goes ahead 29-28 with 1:20 to go. So some drama at Williamsport. Wildcats trying to march down the field, but Lions linebacker Kevin Kern stops the drive with this interception. He's determined to finish the play in the end zone, and he's going to do it here and gives Liberty a second pick 6 in 3 plays, and the Lions go on to win this game 36-28. They come all the way back from that 2-score deficit, and they advance. Okay, let's catch our breath and head to Newmarket, where Westminster faced Linganore in a 3A West playoff game. The Lancers already lead 14-0. Quarterback Sean Pelovitz goes down the middle here. Chase Perry going to get it 40 yards and another touchdown. Not the way Westminster drew this one up to start it down 3 scores. They do get on the board though. Rory O'Connor finds Braden Troop coming across the end zone here for an Owls touchdown. It was a kickoff that set that up, and Westminster now down 21-7. Linganore just relentless though in the first half. Pelovit's going to find Bradley Matthews here out of the backfield. Matthews gets behind everyone, 62 yards, and the Lancers go up 35-7. That's the halftime score in Newmarket. County's leading rusher, Jack Hitchcock, gives Westminster its second score of the game on this long run. He takes a direct snap and gets some good blocks. He goes around the right side and scores. At that point, it was 35-14 late in the third quarter, but it was too much Linganore. The Lancers go on to win this one 49-21, and Westminster's season ends at 7-4. We got one more batch of highlights for you. It's Francis Scott Key taking on Middletown. The footage here, courtesy coming up of NFHS Network. After a scoreless first quarter, FSK breaks through. It's George Taku catching the pass out of the backfield, and he is gone down the sideline there for a 63-yard touchdown. The PAT was blocked. The Eagles lead 6-0. This game was close early on. Bryson Lookingbill is going to snag a pass here coming up, and it's going to go for a touchdown. See it here on the NFHS Network's footage. There it is down the middle, the seam. Lookingbill caught it. Key goes for 2 on that and converts it. They lead the Middletown Knights 14-7. Middletown's ground game does get going and too much in the end for Key to handle, but Taku shines again on this play. A long touchdown. He's out of frame for a second, but into the end zone, and the Eagles score there too. But it was too much Middletown. The Knights pull away, and they win this one 35-20. Key's season ends at 6-5. That's 1 year after they went 1-9, so a big turnaround there in Uniontown. All right, let's check out the latest stats leaders from around the county. We have passing leaders up first. Chase Miller has a chance to reach 2,000 yards on the season. He has 1,919 and 20 touchdowns. Rushing leaders, we mentioned Jack Hitchcock, the county leader, 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns in his junior year. Very well done from Jack. Receiving leaders now, Liberty and Westminster with 5 of the top 7 players on the list, and you see Tristan West leading the way there with a 50-catch season so far. And some defensive leaders, Century and Francis Scott Key have 2 each on the board here. Gabe Lee, the county's leader in tackles at 108. The state football brackets are all set. Let's take a look at Class 2A 1A. You see Liberty in the 7th seed. The Lions head to Frederick Douglass in Prince George's County for their state quarterfinal game against the Eagles, who last won a state title in 2021. Patuxent's the top seed, and perennial power Dunbar sits in the 3 seed. The Owls have won the last 3 2A 1A state crowns. Now it's time for our Coach's Corner. We caught up with Liberty coach Larry Luth earlier in the week as he and the Lions reflected on their win over Williamsport and what lies ahead down in Upper Marlboro. Coach, how proud are you of the way they handled the game, the adversity against Williamsport, being down 2 scores early, coming back, going for 2, going for the win, getting it, just the whole thing. It's got to make you feel pretty good that you're the last team standing on the course, but the fact that you overcame what you had to advance.
It's kind of a microcosm of our season. We started off the year 0-2, and ever since then we've played very competitive football. Our 2 losses are the teams that are still playing, so there's no slouch there.
Right.
So to have the opportunity to go down and hopefully represent Carroll County in a positive light, and we'll strap it up. We'll come up with a game plan, and hopefully if we can figure out a way to squeak one out, that would be so proud.
Survive in advance, right? That's
exactly.
the name of the game right now. You had some guys down. Kevin Poole didn't play. In comes Tyson Puckett. We've seen him a little bit at the end of the year. How proud are you of the sophomore to step in and fill that role very well?
He has such an incredible attitude. Early in the week, I'm like, Austin Saffron was hurt also, right. So he went from 3 to 1 real quick. And Austin separated his shoulder really late against South Carroll. So I'm like, Tyson, he's smiling all week. He goes, "No, I'm good. I'm ready for this." And he was. And here's the beauty of this. He just was so humble after the game. He was like, "Thank you for the opportunity." And in this day and age, a lot of kids would be like, "That's why I should have been playing all year."
Sure.
And he just showed so much humility, and he thanked his line. He just showed a lot of maturity as a football player and as a young kid, and it's great to see somebody take advantage of their opportunity, and he did that. And obviously he'll be starting again this week, and I don't think we've had a 200-yard rusher in a long time. I'm not sure we've had one since I've been here.
Wow.
So to have somebody have 200 yards in the game, he kind of put us on his shoulders when we needed to.
Definitely impressive. You get to this round, all 8 of these teams are obviously here for a reason. They're good teams. What have you seen out of Frederick Douglass, and what do you guys have to do to sort of neutralize them and get a win?
They are who they are. They are a ground and pound football team.
Yep.
I think they're averaging, if I looked at the stats right, they're averaging 300 yards a game on the ground and 38 yards in the air.
Right.
They are going to line up in either double tight or tight end wing, one wide out, and they are going to run the ball down your throat. Defensively, they're going to play in a 4-3, cover 2, and they're going to dare you to try to make a big play, but they're going to leave their keys and play downhill. It's the old smash mouth football, and so it's going to be a challenge for us.
Our thanks to Coach Luth for some of his time. Now players to watch from Liberty, and it's quarterback Chase Miller and wideout Tristan West. Miller leads the county in passing, and West leads Carroll in catches and receiving yards. And some team stats to check out in this state quarterfinal matchup. Now, Douglas gave up 13 points to Lackey last week, and they've only surrendered 32 points all season. But the Eagles have played just 2 teams that finished with a winning record. We've got plans to bring you highlights from the 2A, 1A state quarterfinal between Liberty and Frederick Douglass, which takes place Saturday at 1 p.m. Be on the lookout for those and find out if the Lions can advance to the Final Four for the first time in school history. All right, it's top plays time once again. Even though October is in the rear view, we wanted to take a look back at our picks for the best moments Carroll County football had to offer. And first up, some plays we decided were worthy of honorable mention. October 10th, FSK at Westminster. Keys Chase Replogle stays with this tip pass, and he's going to come down with a nice interception in the end zone for an Eagles touchback. Nice play there by Replogle. Next honorable mention, October 18th, Man Valley at FSK. Braden Fritz is going to snag an interception on this Jacob Etzler pass for the Mavericks, and it's more than just a turnover. Fritz is going to take it all the way. He's going to weave his way through some traffic here. He's going to find some daylight. It's going to be an 86-yard pick 6 for the Mavericks. There was a flag on that play, but the play did stand. All right, next up, honorable mention, October 4th, Winters Mill at Liberty. The Lions kind of having their way in this one, but a nice defensive play here from Big Mill's Jake Andolina, giving the Falcons interception along the home team sideline and a big turnover. Andolina almost scored there too. Next up, October 18th, South Carroll at Liberty. The Cavaliers clipped the Lions in overtime in this game, helped by this nifty read option from quarterback Caleb Evans. He's gone up the middle. It's a 57-yard touchdown. He gets around a defender, and he finds the end zone. Some good plays there, but now the top 5 from October. Number 5, back to Man Valley and Key for another huge moment. Eagles lead this game late, and they kick off to Man Valley, and it's Caleb Hoffman going the distance for an 87-yard touchdown. Very similar to that Braden Fritz play, but this one, Hoffman goes untouched into the end zone. All right, number 4, October 4th, Westminster at Man Valley. The Mavericks have a really good first half here against the Owls, and the defense comes up big. Declan Earhart deflects a pass. Braden Foreman comes down with the ball, interception, and a solid return for the home team. Number 3, on that same night when we're back for Winters Mill Liberty. Quarterback Chase Miller going to go up top and look for Sean Case, and Case comes down with the ball despite having a defender right in his face. A 30-yard touchdown for the hometown Lions. Number 2, October 18th, Westminster at Century. The Owls are in control, but the Knights are battling still. Jake Dexter connects with Quentin Duncan, and the receiver takes the ball away from a Westminster defender. He's into the end zone for 6. Nice play there by Duncan. And certainly last but not least, number 1, October 18th, South Carroll and Liberty. The Cavaliers need a 2-point play to tie the game late in the third. They pull off the Philly special, and Braden Mazalewski finds the quarterback, Caleb Evans, in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Here it is one more time. The Cavaliers, like I said, went on to win that game in overtime. It was a great month around the county. We'll have some more football for you in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. And that's going to do it for this episode of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. A reminder, we're planning to bring you highlights from the football state quarterfinals, Liberty taking on Frederick Douglass down in PG County. Stay tuned to see if the Lions can advance to a state Final Four for the first time in school history. And one more congrats to Liberty for boys and girls soccer state championships. The Lions pulled off the twin titles there in fine fashion. Well done for Liberty. A reminder, we're making plans for a fall sports wrap-up show coming your way December 4th at 7 p.m. We'll recap all the Carroll County fall sports and unveil our picks for CMSportsNet Player of the Year, boys soccer, girls soccer, and football. Much more in that episode as well. Stay tuned for that very special episode of Game On. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com. You can watch us on cable channel HD 1072, and be sure to follow us on Instagram at CMSportsNet Action. Thanks again, everybody, and we will see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.